Hey there. When I'm in the sauna, it gives me a chance to reflect. And what I was reflecting on was a patient I saw yesterday. A new patient who came in to me because he had his own concerns about his cholesterol levels. And some of those concerns were put into his head by virtue of consultations with, let's say, other health providers. This gentleman was wound up pretty tight about it, and I didn't fully understand why because I was looking at the numbers in front of me and didn't see what the big deal was. But I wanted to counsel him through it, and we talked about the different types of good and bad cholesterol, what his numbers were. And he was really interested in a very specific diet plan going forward for the rest of his life with minute detail involved in order to keep his lipids or cholesterol under control. And look, I come from a family practice background. I get it. Heart disease is still the number one killer. But what I did was plugged his numbers into an algorithm called the Framingham Risk Score, which anyone can do if they have the right numbers. I had him sort of look on his phone where his lab results were and just read them off to me. And on my phone, I had the app open. Okay, what's your total cholesterol? What's your HDL cholesterol? Okay, you're not treated for high blood pressure. What's your systolic blood pressure, which is the top number? My nurse measured it. You plug in these numbers, 128 for the blood pressure, 5.76 for the total cholesterol. HDL was at 1.59. Sorry, those are Canadian units. And you get a score. And the score is, what's your 10-year risk of having a cardiac event? His 10-year risk was 5%, which is 0.5% per year. So he was getting all hyped up about that degree of risk. Now, he also had another number. It's a CRP. His was really, really good. It was sitting at 0.3. There's a different algorithm called the Reynolds risk score. Add the CRP, put in all those other numbers. Now his score goes down to 3.4%. So even better, right? I said, okay, let's have some fun. Let's say we do take that total cholesterol and cut it in half. The only thing that will do that is meds. But let's cut it in half. Maybe the Ornish diet. Maybe, if you're really strict. We cut it in half, did all the same other numbers. 5% went to 3%. So you could say, wow, that's a 40% improvement in his cardiac risk if you just do the math. But going from 5% to 3% is nowhere significant enough for this guy to worry incessantly about cholesterol. You know what he said to me? I feel better already.